Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
He's got Devontae Smith. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
19 tight.
From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He gets this to Michael Mayer. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Looking to throw on 3rd. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kicking team out to try the extra points. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Ooh, this kick is not good at all. Out of bounds it goes. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They're throwing it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Second time.
Dropping back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They just get the play off. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 17-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt reaches 50 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it at the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go!
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Gets to space right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Benson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks.
Touchdown, Denver! Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos make it a 24-point ball game. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Let's go. Go, track. Go, track.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Offense to the line for second down. He'll throw it. Got a man, it's Mayer. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on first down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing the out route complete. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll throw it yet again. Complete here to Bowers. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Raiders at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed.
Let's go now. 65 catch.
Throwing on 2nd and 4. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Set up.
Throwing from the gun here. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd.
Trying again, following the sack.
At the Raiders' 34-yard
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They strike for 23 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Quick throw left side, complete. It's a Denver touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's got the squiver. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. One last play before the break.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Huh.
From the 37. He's on the move. This finds Smith. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
Man in motion out of the slot. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready?
Pass play now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He's got Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. Hit some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. To the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
They'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Pass play coming here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He's got this at the 27. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Raider football. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw on 1st. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Broncos grow their lead off the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. That one's complete, right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From midfield now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Racing down the left side. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Taken in by Smith. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's Benson on the give. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw now. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready. Dragon 60. Check go.
Here we go. 2nd and very long. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
79 Bronco.
3rd and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter.
Broncos 45, Raiders 17.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Break. Go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hook.
Now looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
32. 1st down, Raiders.
Set. Go.
Working inside the red zone. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They are throwing it again. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Escapes the pocket.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Ready.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Let's go now. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
This is Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Raiders 24.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Looking to the air here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game.
Raiders 31.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down. The give now to Benson. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Raiders trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Fits it through the middle. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
They give up the gut to Benson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Buying some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. New series coming up following the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are stopped on the return on the final play of this game.